Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Worlds of Adventure USA. In a few moments, we'll be opening the park to all guests. Please make sure you have your tickets ready, and also, please keep an eye on your young heroes while in the parks. Thank you.
Default. Broadcast. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Heroes Core World of Adventures, Season 1, Episode 11, A Savage Downfall, Part 1. I wonder who is going to be falling. Well, let's bring in our cast quickly and have them introduce themselves. I'm just going to make sure the cast can be heard. There we go. And we'll get started in just a few moments. One moment while I... Yep. Hey, Rags, what are you doing here?
you said that I had to keep things safe, so I'm keeping things safe.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, has Acerak been in here lately? Because I noticed that he left a sticky note next to one of the, soundboards saying that it's, covered in nanites.
I didn't do that. And neither did Acerak. Acerak doesn't fiddle around with nanites. You should know that. Or, yeah.
Maybe, one of our, I'll have to talk to, Mrs. Ashendon about that, because she's not supposed to be touching equipment, but whatever.
I will hack the nanites.
Alright.
Good luck.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Heroes Core. Let me just bring in our cast. Hi, everyone. How are you doing?
Doing all right.
Hello.
Good. Alright, hi, I'm P. Kaniose, aka Harper West RT Studios, your production, your very fast production manager today. Sorry we're running a little behind schedule. Harper and Blip decided to get lost in the parks again and forgot to where the studio was. So, yep. And I'm gonna be passing it over to our dear person over here, the Catwoman.
Ah, yes.
Oh, me. Hi, I am Trisha Welsh. I play Ella Simone, otherwise known as Secret. Hi guys. Sounds like you guys had a really interesting adventure last time, while my character was completely asleep.
Wake up!
She does that.
Wake up!
Yep.
Wake up!
Meow!
I was like, I almost had to get the spray bottle, Jesus. But
And now I'll pass it down to our Queen Bee / Mother Gaia.
Yeah, sure. It's actually Aurora, but yeah.
The persona of Aurora, but you know.
Well, yeah.
It's two people in one body, but you know, whatever.
Yeah. I'm Katie Wynn. I play Jessica Rose, aka Queen Bee, who is possessed by Aurora. And yeah. I must go. My Zerg need me. On to Louis.
which one?
There's only one
Uh,
Louis.
Where are you
Yeah.
going?
Furball, speak.
Oh, it's our turn. Hi. After the bug now, God or whatever, just give it to us. Hello, I'm Baxter. I'm good, Baxter. Wait, are you jealous? Shut up, not the time. He's crossing his arms. It's kind of cute. Shut up. Anyways. Yep, we're to the Baxters, Gearbox, me, inventors. One may be evil, one may be less evil. And what they're gonna do tonight is what they always try to do: take over the park. And Lucky Man, go!
I am playing Diamond Ace. I'm known as Pi 3 or Chris. And who hasn't gone yet? I actually lost track.
Just
Oh,
me,
wait.
I think.
Yes. Okay.
I
Yes.
think we have a new one.
I
Indeed.
think we have a new man in the machine.
Bug! A
Yep.
bug attacked me.
So I'm Evil Intent. I play Phantom, also known as Liam. And yeah, Hacker Man.
Thank you,
Hacker
Leah
man.
Sky 2, for activating those 14 months of and continued support for the parks, and your VIP ticket has been renewed. Thank you.
Oh, thank goodness.
Not sure what else to say, so I'm going to pass it back to our other Hacker Man.
Hi.
Excellent.
Yes, I am P.A. Kaniose. As I said, I already introduced myself, but who is excited to meet Peter, or shall I say Nova? Well, we'll be right back after the opening intro, folks. Stay tuned.
Everybody, let's go. It's time to put on a show. Keep your hands and arms and legs inside the ride. Can you feel their energy? It's time to take flight. Like a super-powered lightning strike across the sky. Heroes Core, can you hear the roar? It's the ride of your life. Shine bright, destiny is in sight. It's the hope in our eyes. We're ready to fight, we're ready to go, yeah. Megatron has the power at the worlds of adventure. This park we will defend, yeah, Heroes Core!
All right. Where we last left off, we were in an I think we were in an epic battle with our dear friends and the man who calls himself Peter. But before we get to that, we're going to have a quick scene with our dear friend Secret. You are waking up to a very loud klaxon.
My
Ear piercing.
head.
And you look around, you're in a bed, your sheets are like neatly over you, and there's a giant robot. It doesn't look like a one of the good Baxter's robots. It looks one of the more like darker kind of robots, and standing over you, and it says, "We have a problem.
But what is the problem?
The parks are under attack by Peter."
Oh no, not Peter.
I recommend getting to the Underhub. Also, you look around and you notice you're not in. You're in this strange like building, and there's like you're lying on a couch. There's like a pool table over there. There's some familiar things that make it look like home, but like you notice you're not where you were where you last lied down.
Okay, who'd moved me?
And you notice that there's a man with a hoodie sitting over near the at a computer terminal. Hold on, give me just a moment. I need to actually fix that. Browser source. Sorry guys, quick edit. There we go. This guy is sitting over in a chair near the computer terminal. The giant, massive computer terminal that looks like something out of a Batman movie.
He gets up and walks over. Hello? Who are you?
Oh, I'm Liam. I'm one of the new hires.
A new hire.
Yeah. Baxter ran a hacking competition, and I kind of...
You blew it out of the water?
Yeah.
And meanwhile, the klaxon and flashing lights are still going off throughout the building.
You should probably head down there. I'll be down in a
But
little bit.
I think I better transform before I go down there, don't you think?
Probably.
Liam, you've never seen this woman transform, and by those words, you've seen some people transform, but like, obviously you when she says that, you're like, wait, what?
Give me a second.
Actually,
Oh, good! I rolled a nat 1, that gave me a 7, I transformed.
Right in front of this man, as you see her
And
turn
right-
into a well, I'll let you describe the transformation.
What you see is, give me a second.
Alright.
Something like that, Actually, the scene that's playing in my head is well, no, it's what Katie just posted is about what she turns into.
Yep.
Except it's a cat, not a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Werecat.
Yeah, a werecat. And she goes, that's better. And now she's going to roll stealth. That is a 25. She disappears.
Right in front of you, Liam.
Right.
Go on.
Yep.
But you can still hear her voice. That is what's the weird thing.
Yeah. Roll me a Liam. Roll me a Constitution saving throw from the shock and awe of this.
Sorry.
Come on, your boss is a talking animal person. It can't be that terrible.
Yeah. So
why are you
just add a,
screeching?
add a +2 to your total score because you
I mean, one of us is also a living bug, so.
hush you.
Fair.
You're not
My
in
brother
the
sounds
scene.
like a fire alarm over here.
Yes, that is what the klaxon sounds like.
My brother going as high pitch as he humanly could.
So which save was it?
It is a charisma.
Charisma.
I thought it was con.
Well, yeah, it would be con, but like this is a little bit of like an ego thing.
Alright. And then a +2 on top of my modifier?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Because you've seen similar things with the Baxter brothers, but
13.
13. Okay, yeah, you're a little startled. Like where did she go? But like when you hear her voice, you're like, oh, okay, I guess that's normal.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah. And I guess, Secret, you make your way to one of the
Very quietly, yes.
to the transporter pad.
Yep.
Or the warp pad, we'll call it.
To the really cool tower.
Yeah. And you step on the pad and you blip. Literally blip. Just outside of these blast doors that are like cracked open by this robot.
Open
And
the
you
blast
see-
doors. Open the blast
and
doors.
you're in the other hub, and you see this massive shockwave heading straight towards you. I am slotting you in right when the blast wave goes off. the
Okay,
previous
so
scene.
do I need to roll a dex save?
You do need to roll a dex save, and let me know what you get. It is a if I remember right, you have to beat a DC 30.
Missed it by 2. I had a DC 28.
All right. Well, you're gonna take unfortunately, since the damage is half because the blast door's there, 25 points of damage.
Owie.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah. 25?
Yep, 25 points of radiant blast damage.
Okay.
And the cameras are all out, right?
Yeah, all the
Because
camera
it's-
feeds are like black.
Did you blip into battle or something?
Yeah, I blipped into battle. Yep.
Just Baxter
Okay.
like, why did you? Okay, it's fine. Hello.
As the shockwave throws you back into Baxter's arms.
Ah!
Bad Baxter. It's like, I don't want this.
Well, actually, Baxter doesn't see what's been thrown at him.
He's seen the blip like particles in the air and went, is that? Oh,
And then gets hit by whatever. Yeah.
Object
what
was-
landed on me? I don't know. I don't like the feeling. Get it off.
I am getting off. I am getting off.
Oh, that was weird. Meanwhile, good Baxter, even his time of like stress, is just kind of snickering a little. Like, shut up.
Alright, and the
Wow.
blast wave subsides, and you notice that remember your robot like cart thing that you were pushing?
Ah, yes.
That is now lying, unfortunately, in a crumpled heap next to the blast door. It is partially damaged.
The thunder that was pushing it is looking at it, kind of doing like, the what have I done?
No, like he looks torn up about it.
Damn it! That didn't work.
Peter turns to the Blastoise and says, "I see you."
Okay, where the hell is Hopper with Blaster and Dropper? I don't know.
There's a flash of light next to you, and Harper is standing next to you and says, "What? Oh,
Did you get the attention of the 2 new robots that are built for the scenario?
and you just hear a thundering boom behind you.
Is that
Oh,
a yes or
dear.
no?
That is a yes.
Okay, finally, you got them the big robot.
This is, of course, when Baser probably base drop. The combination of both of them probably break through.
Yeah, there's a blast door, and you just hear like the middle like.
It's a giant setup, so it's probably more of above and just punching its way through down.
Yeah, it's
Or using its music.
It's you see like you feel like the vibrations on the ground, like this really deep bass sound, and for some odd reason, everyone hears this low like dubstep.
Oh my god. Okay, it's them. Great.
Just
And
No one's ready for a bass drop.
as literally one of these blast doors goes flying off its hinges. This is a reinforced blast door, as there's like a shockwave as the bass drops literally to its lowest like decibel, and this blast door goes flying towards you guys.
It got thrown by what seems to be physical music flowing through the air.
Yes.
Here's a question: can I look through the eyes of the park guardians?
Yeah, you can look through any of the, maybe even the showstoppers as well, and these park guardians as well.
Yeah, park guardians. Yep. You have limited control over like their, vitals. So.
Yeah.
All I really need is just the sight.
Sight. Yeah.
You're looking through bass drops vision at the moment.
As you literally can just change the playlist. Literally, it's just like a Spotify playlist that you're just playing in the background.
Why am I just envisioning a giant dubstep gun?
They pretty much do have dubstep guns on like their arms.
Oddly enough, that's what I'm envisioning, so yes.
But they can arc the shots as well. They can also make the shots any shape they want. They can make a drill of music if they wanted.
Yep. So, yep. It's loud.
Very
and
loud.
Peter's like lying down, like not lying down, but like he's on like the one knee, and he's like, "What it?" Hold on. Give me a moment. No, not that. That. What incarnation is that noise?
It's the sound of music in the room. And you're never gonna be ready for the hit of music that we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and yeah, Queen, you are. Oh wait, Queen, you were knocked out, right?
Nope. She was
you're
still
up.
standing.
Yeah, you're still standing. Ace, you're out.
Still...
Right.
Sorry.
I just
think I think I was knocked out.
Yeah, you're knocked out, and Blip recharged because he had like that blast wave kind of got a little bit of energy back into him. One of the Baxter brothers I remember was down, if I'm correct, right?
No, both of them are just heavily low on health.
Got it. Okay, I just want to make sure I know where everyone is because it's been a while. All right, so yeah, Queen, you were kind of glowing there, and Fang, you see this glowing entity just kind of floating there. 2 glowing entities, actually. One with kind of this dark, like, hue around it.
Uh-huh.
And one that's, like, bright purplish pink and glowing vibrant, like, almost blinding white light. And
Do I see Queen Bee?
No, you don't. You just see kind of this like very like feminine looking figure glowing.
Okay. Well, this figure
Yeah.
can't see Secret, so Secret
No.
is going to kind of walk up to this individual.
Are you getting in between her and Peter? Or what you think is some sort of dark entity? You don't know it's Peter.
No, she's gonna stand like next to this,
Okay.
next to the entity. She's not gonna get in between them. She is gonna lean over and go, "Well, you're different."
You hear this voice, Queen.
Yeah. She'll look down at
This
she'll look down at
this face
yeah.
at the floor.
Secret. It's a pleasure to see you here.
I was asleep.
That makes sense. I probably should have thought about that when gifting you your abilities.
You gifted me my abilities? Who are you?
Well, I am simply a lost soul that decided to make friends.
Well, you've certainly made them. Shall we kick this particular individual's ass?
She nods, and here's where my idea comes in.
Go ahead.
Yay!
Jess / Aurora wants to, seeing as she is the source of everyone's power that Jess is connected to.
Yep.
She is going to smile sweetly at Secret and then empower the whole lot of them again.
Oh.
Okay, you're gonna use your secondary power, which is basically it's I have to message you this. It's a ability. Hold on. Called where are you?
I didn't know I had this ability. It was just an idea. It was like, well, if I'm connected to the source of our powers, why not make everybody stronger while I can?
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the inconvenience. Our operators on this ride have been experiencing technical difficulties. We'll be repairing the ride shortly. We apologize for the inconvenience and delay in your ride. Please remain seated with your seatbelts and restraints properly secured, as this ride may begin moving at any moment. Thank you.
Park operations will have this ride up and running shortly. Stay tuned. Heroes Core World of Adventures will return in just a few moments.
Park operations will be resetting this ride. Please stand by.
Park operations will have this ride up and running shortly. Stay tuned. Heroes Core World of Adventures will return in just a few moments.
Starting as D&D games.
It's a great song.
Came back on.
Wow.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the inconvenience with your ride. The ride will now be resuming. Alright, so, where we left off was, I was trying to type something to our dear friend Aurora, and I
Yeet.
got rudely interrupted because the ride mechanics decided to break. Baxter. Alright, so, yes, I will message you the details in just a moment.
And by the way, thank you, Lemon Twist, for your subscription of 11 months.
Yep.
Apologies, I'm back.
And your park ticket has been upgraded to a MVP MVP park pass.
Wow.
Okay. Then yeah. Make a con save, everybody.
Yep, everyone else make
Oh.
a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
As you
Even
see,
me?
as you see, this entity
Oh.
growing brighter and brighter and brighter.
Ow, 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 ow.
That is a 17.
Yep, and I need to roll that something too. Where's it?
Actually,
13.
do I need to make it? Because I'm not physically there.
Oh no.
If yes, because your powers came from Aurora. So yes, anybody that's connected to her.
Alright.
Won't you?
So Harper just rolled a flat 1.
Oh no!
So he actually is going to, I'm gonna do something that you guys are probably not gonna like, but because I know how the battle's gonna probably play out, possibly. Harper blips and phases, like, you see, like, him, like, phasing, like, splitting like this, like, phasing out of reality, and then he's gone.
Oh no.
Well, that's
Harper,
unfortunate.
Blip! What has
And-
happened to him? It looks wordly back at this
Well,
entity.
that was unforeseen.
Good Baxter rolled a 14. Bad Baxter rolled a 23, and that's a nat 20, by the by.
Well, Bad Baxter gets healed 20 points.
Beautiful.
I rolled a 17.
Yep. Just to guys let you know, Harper is now out of the fight.
No.
Okay, so what was the healing?
It's 20 HP if you hit the mark.
Which only Bad Baxter did.
Only Bad Baxter did? Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 21.
Okay, never mind.
Yep.
I had a good roll, darn it.
Yeah,
Yep.
sorry.
It's,
But I got a nat 20 and a 3.
All right. So
I'm at full health, so.
Yep. And when this blast wave goes off, Liam,
Yeah.
the Guardian feed flickers for a moment, and then comes back on like 2 minutes later after this wave goes, and you notice that Blip is no longer there. His life signs, his vital indicators that you have on his wristband are flatlined. It's like he wasn't even there.
What happened
Even the
with Flip?
even the tracking data is gone. Like it says he's no longer in the parks.
Meanwhile, Aurora has a theory.
I will message you that theory.
And
We'll
it's
discuss.
bunnies.
I wonder if this effect also affects the showstoppers that have a bit of everyone's powers in them.
More than likely.
Yeah, that's fair. That's about what I thought it was.
Yep.
Oh, lovely.
Huh. Seems I have advanced his powers a bit farther than I expected.
What happened to him? Oh, or am I too much of a simpleton to understand?
In the most simplest of terms, he is in an alternate reality.
Oop. Huh.
I get to see Blip blipping into the alternate reality, and the little kobold comes up and goes, "Hi."
Actually, let's have that scene.
Okay.
All right. So there's a flat. Hey, so where would this kobold be? Actually, you know what? I got an idea. There's a flash of light inside a tavern.
Okay. We'll go there.
It is the whatchamacallit?
Which tavern, Deerheart?
What was it? The one with the lacquer coffee?
Oh, I don't have that name.
Oh,
I have the one. I have
just
the.
use the one before that.
Actually, I have the library.
Oh yeah, let's use the library.
Yeah, the Idle Hour Library.
The Idle Hour Library. There's a flash of light and books go flying off the shelves in every direction. Papers fly flurrying. And there's a very oddly dressed 6'9" humanoid standing there with blonde hair, pale skin, and a very tight-looking body. Is I guess like a body sock, if you can describe it like that. Made of
I don't
leather.
know. I'm visualizing Harper just like, just the full Gibby thing just falling from the ceiling. Just, oh!
Yeah, I can see that too.
Like flat on his stomach and everything. Just, ow.
And this particular kobold goes, ah. Okay. Now, where did you appear from?
Harper gets up, dusts himself off, and he says, where am I? He's like looking at his hands as they phase in.
Okay, you are in the Idle Hour Library. You are close to a place that's going to be floating over our head called Anthem.
I'm gonna roll a Constitution saving throw because he is actually an what would be an intelligence saving throw? Oh, I can do an intelligence saving throw.
You do an intelligence saving throw, please.
Yep. Harper is like, wait, what? Anthem? Like, what? Flying city? He's like,
Yeah, it's a flying city. Oh,
Whoops.
dear. And she comes up to you.
yep.
Dang it. I'm going to have to pull out this particular kobold's.
Sorry to make you do this, Trish.
It's okay. No, actually, I was expecting this. It's alternate universe, of course.
Yeah, I wasn't planning for a crossover episode, but well, it happened.
It did.
This is just a random visual in my head. Just in the very, very, very far background, Dark Matter with popcorn just falling out of his mouth. It's like, what?
Yep. Yep,
Whatever
yep.
show that person came
Apparently,
from, I
my
want to
aunt and
see.
uncle are fighting again.
How dare they? I gotta see this. Dark Matter just immediately going, where did he come from? We need to figure it out. We don't know, boss. Find it.
Let's see here. She comes up to you.
Yep.
And I'm going to. No, I am going to roll that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She comes up to you. She places a hand. So you're 6'9". She's 3 foot. I'm going to say on your thigh.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And she closes her eyes. Now, Blip.
Yep.
This is a dragon-like creature who is who has copper scales.
Yep.
And before she closed her eyes, you know she had bright blue eyes.
Yep.
She is wearing leather.
Yep.
She currently doesn't have any weapons on her at the moment.
Okay.
And you do notice one other thing. She has a tattoo of a snake eating itself on her left upper arm.
Yep. And Harper just looks down at you and it's like, excuse me, miss,
Second. Puts her hand on your upper thigh.
Mhm.
The tattoo starts to glow.
Harper just looks in amazement.
Ah, you're not from here. You're from a different universe. Superheroes. I was one of those. Right. She opens her eyes, the glow fades. Give me a minute, and I might be able to. I have a friend that might be able to send you back. Hold tight.
He just
And
stands
then-
there, like, looking around, like, with a pile of books just, like, strewn all over around him, like a book, like,
You know, you
bombshell
can sit
went
down. Yeah, she then looks up at him and goes, you know, you can sit down and read. You really shouldn't move from this area because in order to send you back, you need to stay in the same place.
off. Harper looks down at one of the books and it's the...
It says the history of Anthem.
Yeah, he picks up and it's like... Oh. Sits
And I'm
down
not
on, like,
going-
a pile of books and just, like,
good
starts,
read.
like, thumbing through it.
And I'm not going through that. If you want to know the history of Anthem, please check out our Realms of Awakened Essence.
Streaming every Saturday, same time as this game, but this game alternates with that game. So if you guys want to see that, you can either go check it out on YouTube or you can come here on Twitch and enjoy that lovely thing live every Saturday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Well, not every Saturday, but, you know, like alternating Saturdays. Thank you. And then we cut back to the Liam panicking as he realizes that there is no life signs anywhere for Blip. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw because you are panicking right now.
Ah.
Meanwhile, Baxter's like, Phantom, what happened?
I don't know. He's like completely gone.
He went to a different dimension, I think.
You wouldn't know that, Baxter.
No, remember, Queen Bee said something about
Oh
it.
yeah, you're right.
According to God Queen Bee over here. Yeah.
I do imagine that because everyone's abilities are boosted, I imagine the Baxter's calculating brains have been at least
Yep.
over, like, what is it called?
Overclocked?
Yeah, overclocked. I'm not even sure what that fully means.
Yeah.
Just more plot convenience.
But when this like energy goes off, Liam, your fingers start flying across the keys and stuff like that, like, and literally building a program that can transcend. Yes, I'm gonna say it. Time and space.
Transcend time and space.
And you've codenamed it very particularly. TARDIS.
.sh.
Yes,
thought that-
.sh.
I was trying to connect the letters together, like, what does that mean? And I just realized that
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
you.
Oh dear.
Oh, you.
And when you
I
execute,
regret everything.
when you execute the program, Liam, it runs in a royal blue font.
You. I'm approaching. I'm gonna jump through my screen. And I'm going to. I am going kindly to whoop you ass. I'm going in a friendly way. I'm going to
Alright.
beat you in a friendly way.
There's a yeah.
Anyways.
And Peter basically looks at you, Aurora, and says, "I see you are up to your old tricks, sis."
Did he just
Well.
say this?
Yes, she says. Well, I'm not the only predictable one here, Nova.
Nova.
He looks at you and he
Well,
can't
he
see
can-
you. He looks in the general
well-
direction of you and says,
Well, I have been speaking, so it's not going to take him long to
Yeah.
figure out where I am.
"I need Secret and Aurora to roll a dexterity saving throw, please."
If I may ask, what for?
I will text that to you right now, Liam. Give me a moment. Where are you, Liam? There you are.
28.
I have a +9 on my dexterity saving throw.
I have
I
a
rolled
plus 8.
Yeah, you're only one under me. I rolled a 2.
I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, I had an 11.
All right.
So
Well,
whatever.
I need you
whatever-
guys to. So if you, so who rolled the nat 20?
I did.
Aurora,
Queen
you're
Aurora.
fine. What did you roll, Trish?
I didn't get
I-
the message.
Oh, hold on. Let me. Am I being an idiot? Sent it to the wrong person. Let me just copy
Probably.
that. Control C. And there we go.
How did I manage to hurt
There we go.
myself again? By accident.
There we go.
Can I counterspell that?
How are you gonna? How would you flavor that?
Crap, I don't know.
You do have access to the security functionalities of the Underhub, so
I
could throw up like a force field.
would like to argue one thing. If he has access to the showstoppers, there is one specifically made to counter solar energy.
Yep.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I suppose that is
And
true.
he is actually in that area right now.
Yeah, and he's slightly boosted.
Yeah.
And it is the one that we call Reaper.
Yes. Or Jen, or whatever
DC
you
equals
want.
10 plus the spell's level. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
And wound.
Spellcasting. Would that be just that would be my modifier, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's a +4.
Mm-hmm. Let me know what you get.
13.
13. All right. Yeah. So.
And that is assuming the spell isn't 3rd level or lower.
It is not 3rd level or lower. So basically, this you can see through you pull up the Showstoppers like control panel, and you basically direct it to go stand in front of this blast wave. But you can't get it like fully in the front, so like unfortunately, Secret, you're only gonna take 12 damage from this blast.
I imagine it shrouds
Yeah.
the area around it with like its toxic smoke to
Yeah.
block out as much as the light it can.
Yeah, it's going to absorb it. So, unfortunately, the Showstopper is going to take that. The 12 damage is going to transition. The additional 12 damage is going to transition from the attack, and then the radiant damage is going to bounce off and hit Secret. So, Secret, what's your HP?
How much is the Showstoppers?
It is 38. It's 38.
Okay, you're good.
Because
So,
because
the Showstopper is going to take 12 damage.
okay.
Yeah. Because it's going to do 24 damage total if the Showstopper didn't come in, but, you know.
Right. At this point, Secret sees this, looks over at glowing person who's been very nice and kind, and she's going to drop the invisibility, so then the other entity can actually see her.
Yep. By the way, the two Baxters have now made it through the blast door and into this little area, large opening.
Yeah. So, your intent is to what? Kill us? Torture us? Wipe us from existence?
He just raises 3 fingers and says,
all 3. Wonderful. But you haven't counted on something.
And what might that be?
That I am not alone.
I don't see anyone else in this vicinity who is capable of matching my power except that one pointing to Aurora.
Aurora, yes. But there are others. Others that are powered by her.
And we cut back to the alternate dimension.
Damn it.
Yep.
Right. I just put away that particular character sheet.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's gonna be a short, like, back and forth for this.
Yeah, I understand that completely. Yep. Just give me a second.
By the way, Ace,
Yes.
you were knocked out, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You're having a dream, like a very vivid dream. And when this blast wave goes off, the blast wave with the time shenanigans, you have this really vivid dream of a kobold, or what you think is a kobold. You don't know, but like this, whatever Trish described. Rags.
Technically, technically, to anybody who doesn't know what a kobold is a dragon-like creature, a very short dragon-like creature.
Yeah, short dragon-like creature talking to Harper.
Oh, that was a long pause.
And this creature goes up to Harper, touches him, and then says something about I'm gonna say it. Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
Thank you.
Things happening, and something about an alternate dimension, and something called Anthem, and a flying city. You don't know why that showed up in your dream, but like you're unconscious right now, but you're having this vivid, like, lucid dream.
Okay.
And by the way,
Yeah.
you look down and you see that your body has manifested in this dream.
Oh, okay.
Now, I will say one thing to you, like in out of character, you cannot interact with anyone in this scene. You're only an observer.
Okay. All right.
Unless you roll and I'll message you what you have to roll.
Okay.
Or someone
Okay.
wakes you up on the other end, then the dream ends.
Well, granted.
This kobold looks up at Blip and goes, I'm sorry, I was very rude. Hi, I'm Rags.
Can you please stop touching my thigh?
Oh, sorry, I should have asked for permission. I'm bad about that. My friend can send you back if you want to go back. By the way, what were you doing in that other dimension anyway? With all those
I was
superheroes.
battling a entity who calls himself Peter. He's kind of a... How shall I put it appropriately for you? He is a...
Well, I don't mind the bad words. I'm glad that you were able to bleep them out for my benefit.
Yes.
Right. Right. She does. Looks like we're going to have to do some wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. All right. May I have my permission to touch you again?
Sure, he sits cross-legged. Comes
Alright.
down to your level.
This time she touches you on your shoulder.
Yep.
She closes her eyes.
Mhm.
Both you and he,
Mm-hmm.
but both you and she
Yep.
glow bright blue white. And
Yep.
and I'm sorry who's ever watching this, which is who is watching this?
Let me
I
put
guess
this
Ace?
Oh,
I'm
Pie,
guessing.
Pie's watching this. Well,
Oh yeah,
Ace is
Ace is watching this. I'm sorry, Ace. This is what you see. You see a very bright blue white light, and they disappear.
and you're now stuck in this library. And you look down,
Okay.
and there's an open book at your feet, and it says on it. It has a picture. It's actually like a picture book, and it has a very crudely drawn image of a what looks like a giant crater floating in the sky with buildings on it. And it just has written above it Anthem.
Oh, interesting. I'll try to pick the book up, despite the fact that I may not be able to.
All right, I need you to roll a wisdom saving
No.
throw with
All right.
a +1 because you're trying to force your persona into this reality.
Bug.
For that matter, I have at least some of the effects of the surge, right?
Yes, yes,
In
yes.
other words, levels.
Yep.
Could I use my reaction for Flash of Genius and get another +4 on it?
I'll give you a +8 instead.
Oh, okay. Rock
So if you
on.
want to move into this reality, you can, but I will warn you, trying to get back is going to be difficult.
Sure you want to do
Your
this?
body will be left in your current realm, and your mental state will be transitioned to this realm.
I don't know. This sounds a little too interesting. Give it a shot.
Ah.
Oh dear.
Yep.
No.
Oh, good news. I rolled. I think that's going to be a 27 with the bonus.
All right. Yep. You reach down and you're surprised. You're actually able to physically interact with this book. And right now you just think, oh, this is a dream where, like, I can interact with,
Oh yeah,
the dream itself. And sometimes dreams can happen. Yes, that's a thing. So you're just thinking, oh, this is just a lucid dream, a very
Yeah.
lucid dream.
Yeah.
And
He'll
then, Liam,
yeah.
you notice that there are now 2 brainwave signals on Ace's readout.
What was the sigh for? Wait, let me think. Someone else disappeared.
I'm not entirely sure, but
You get readings that like Ace is in a coma now.
it would seem that whatever happened, Ace is down for the count as well.
What? He's right in front. Okay, he is kind of laying on the floor, a little dead looking, but still.
Just a little dead looking as
A
he
little
kicks the
dead-looking,
foot
yeah.
of his comrade.
Yeah, and standing next to the comatose superhero is a tiny dragon-like creature,
And
about 3 foot tall,
yep.
and looked at all of you. Oh, good, we got to the right dimension. I was kind of scared that I was scared that I was going to misjump us. Oh, it puts her fingers on the neck, checks the breath. Oh, good, he's still alive. Scared I was going to mess that one up too.
What is that? It's kind of cute. Don't call it cute. Look at it. We're both furry things. Okay, fair.
Okay, now there's 2 of you.
Hello.
I do not approve of this intrusion.
Shut up, you. No one cares.
Yeah, shut up.
Just sits there cross-armed.
You would do well to listen to them, brother.
She walks up. Remember, she's 3 foot tall. She walks up. She takes her position on the other side of you, Queen Bee / what was the other name that you were
Aurora.
using? Aurora.
Yep.
And she looks at this entity. Ah, you're the one that's been causing all this problems. You do realize that you did some wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff that my goddess has charged me to make sure you don't do again.
She raises an eyebrow and says, I have done nothing.
Not
His
you.
power is...
Is it not you?
She looks at you, Aurora, and says, "Not you." She's looking at the other person.
She's looking at Peter.
Fair enough.
You silly. Anyways.
Peter says, I can summon an entire solar system in the snap of a finger.
Can Peter make me I believe it's a DC 14 charisma save?
Yep.
Who needs to?
Sorry, who needs Peter?
Peter / Nova, yeah.
Alright, DC 40 you said?
14.
14. I was about to say DC 40 is a little high.
Yeah.
Alright, DC 40. Let me roll that on my
14.
Well, you know what I mean. DC 40. I need to do where's this? Pluses. What kind of check is this?
Charisma save.
Okay. Peter, you failed me.
What do you roll?
He rolled a 1 with a +4.
Nice. Nice.
A portal opens under him, and he falls through as I cast Banishment.
Oh, yes!
Yep, he is. Is that permanent or is that like?
Um,
Does that last? I need to know.
Banishment?
Depends on whether he's considered to be from our plane or not. If he is from our plane, he is incapacitated until the effects end, at which will be 1 minute.
Okay, yeah, he
He's
is
not
definitely
from
from
this
this. Well, he is from this universe.
Yeah.
So
he's effectively incapacitated for 1 minute.
yeah, his body crumples to the ground as he disappears.
Let me guess, you're gonna say impossible.
And then his glowing body stops kind of like having this like black mist kind of orienting around him, and his body starts to return back to what looks like the normal Peter. But the body's unconscious.
Yeah,
it's not moving.
The dragon-like creature goes, well, at least you have someone looking out for you. Walks up to the man, I guess it is, right?
Yeah, it's a Peter is a 5'9" gentleman with a little bit of a belly.
Okay.
Now what?
You guys got 1 minute to get everything in position before he comes back.
I think he's back. Liam, how long is that lasting?
Up to a minute.
A digital timer, like on your screen.
Yeah.
How long was the time it for?
It's a minute.
Yeah,
It's
banishment goes up to 1 minute.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, I have a plan. That thing will return back into his body, I imagine. But it can't if we build something. I need help from all of you. I can't believe I'm asking it.
I believe you are speaking to, well, technical, she says. And she'll sniff the air a little bit and look at Rags and say, huh, you've been touched by somebody I know.
Let me guess. The person that you're talking about is my goddess.
No, actually. And she'll say, may I? As she reaches her hand out.
Sure.
She'll place a hand on her head and look up into the sky and say, right, you void of infinitesimal space, I'm going to need you here. And she's basically using Rags to call dark matter.
Dark matter, here we go, boys. You hear like a ticking noise as you approach here. The what? Oh, it's showtime. As you hear a ticking noise get louder, as all of a sudden he emerges. It's like a black puddle of goop forms on the floor as he slowly arises. What the hell?
I love what's going.
Who called? Oh, it's you.
She nods.
I didn't think I was gonna hear from you.
Well, I've been a little busy, dear nephew. And she'll point at Peter and say...
He's now stirring.
Yes.
No,
she
starting to
says,
stir. Starting to stir.
Yeah.
shackle him and make sure that your uncle cannot repossess him.
Uncle, I hate that guy. Either way. He snaps his fingers and these shadow hands grab on.
Basically, she's asking dark matter to...
He's trying to, like, break free. He's gonna roll a strength check. But he's
And that lovely creepy voice.
Yes, he's going to roll that with disadvantage though, because you guys have him restrained.
Baxter's just going, okay, I need to build a little faster now, he says while building this little tiny contraption in his hand.
His strength is...
Rags,
what is
while
the
you're
DC,
doing this,
check to break out of the restraints?
it's a opposed grapple check.
All right, let me know what you rolled.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
No, he's not being grappled by another person. He's just
being restrained.
He's being restrained.
So he's trying to break out of that restraint.
Yeah.
With a strength check.
Then roll a strength check.
Yep. 24.
I mean, it's dark matter, so I don't have his stats.
Dark matter, all of his stats, at least when it comes to his abilities and stuff, is all about suppression and heavy, like, high stats. He has stupidly high roll stats. Well, I don't roll for him, but he has super high stats.
I just need a number. Nothing above.
What did you roll?
24.
I'm gonna be fair, but still a little unfair, and say that you're one number short.
That's respectable. Okay. Yep. He, like, you see the restraints, like this glowing energy, like trying to crack, like there's like dimensional rifts growing on it, and then these little fissures on like these restraints seal up as you realize dark matter is pumping all he's got into this to keep this entity restrained.
My uncle's still very stubborn. Baxter
Yes.
quickly looks at the two god things and goes, "You two, sample." What?
No.
I need samples from you two to make my contraption finished.
You need a sample from him?
I need a sample from any god in that. This one that seems to be related. Both of you that are related to this being, give me power. Damn it!
He's just shaking around his little contraption.
She will basically use one of her like snake hair doodads.
Yep.
Hey, hair doodads, I love it.
And she will use it to stab her hand and hold it out to Baxter.
As this wisp of energy kind of flows into this needle.
It drips into the machine thing he's holding, and then he quickly holds it to dark matter, and dark matter puts a drop, and it almost looks like a yin yang symbol. He goes, "Okay, great." He closes it up.
Okay, I'm gonna stab this into this fellow's chest or back.
He's like looking back and forth between the chest or back. Back.
I'm gonna
He's
roll another breakout check. 34.
Yep, still a little short.
34.
Oh, 30. Oh, I thought you rolled a 23 because it's 25.
Yeah, he rolled again.
Yeah. Like the
So-
number is 25, I believe.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
like you
that's
said.
fine. She, if allowed, as he breaks out, she is physically going to pin him.
Pin him. Dark Matter goes,
Alright,
"Oh,
you're gonna have to grapple him.
Yeah.
Alright, roll your opposed strength.
Okie doke. It probably won't be too hard because she still has Jess's physical strength.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Give me your number, I'll give you mine.
18.
34.
Damn.
Yeah, well.
Dark
He
Matter panics.
throws you across the room into Rags. Or what?
No, she. Oh, well, hang on.
Yep. Go ahead.
Into Rags?
Yep. Like he throws you, Jess, at Rags.
Rags dodges with a 29.
Alright. You go flying and skidding across the floor, Queen, and you're going to take 1d6 worth of bludgeoning damage, which is a 5.
Whereupon
Okay.
Rags goes, okay, that's it. Takes out her short bow.
You think you're gonna stick me with that tiny little thing? You insignificant little runt.
Hey,
Do
that's
not-
me.
Do not call me runt. I hit with a 34.
You hit him.
I rolled a nat 20.
Yes.
I'm getting Acerec flashbacks.
Yep.
Shoot him in the face.
Shoot him in the face. Shoot him in the face.
Let's see. That is that much damage. Do I also have the advantage of sneak attack?
Yes.
Thank you. Wow, that is 57 points of damage.
57 points of damage. Alright, so let me just pull up my calculator. Because I have to calculate how much life he has left. Where was it?
Quite a large amount.
Yeah, it's
yes,
quite a
I do
large amount.
remember. Minus how much damage? 54?
57.
He's still up.
Yeah, I got it figured. And as her bonus action, she's disengaging.
Yep.
And she's running behind cover.
Behind one of these giant, like, forklift box.
Yeah, she really doesn't want this thing to hit her.
Yep.
The next person to go. Well, Actually, that would be a secret, but secret, it's a fun thing. All of this is kind of, doing the head scratch, but it's also attempting to pick up,
Pie.
help Aurora up.
Yep. And Pie's body is pushed about 30 feet across the floor and goes head over heels as his blast goes off.
Ragdoll.
I will be nice, GM, and let you roll a wisdom saving throw to see if you can wake up. You're still gonna take damage, but you're gonna. I want to see if you can wake up.
Okay, so I'm making a roll to wake up.
Yes.
Yep.
And this was, you said wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
And it's a DC 17.
Oh, I rolled 21, so I'm good.
Yeah,
Woke
you
up.
wake up as your head slams into the back of a metal crate. You are going to take
Ooh, I was already at... thought it was-
D6
Okay. 2D... Oh, right, yeah.
of bludgeoning damage. You're still conscious, but you now have a raging headache and possibly a concussion.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
What...
Mhm.
Are you gonna roll the damage, or...
I already
you want-
did. You take 6 damage.
Oh, 6 damage. I thought... Okay.
Yeah, it was 2d6s. So
Okay. Ow.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I'm awake at least.
Yes, with a very pounding migraine.
Okay.
Yep. And Liam, your vital signs on the what is it? Ace. The two signals the two brave wave patterns that you've seen have now merged into one.
Whoa.
Ace, you there?
Yeah, I'm awake. I think I like the library better.
Library.
Not the time to think about books. I gotta get this contraption on this boy.
What actually happened?
What, to me?
Yeah.
I mean, I was knocked unconscious and had a very vivid dream about a library and a really short lizard, and Harper was there. I'll get up.
This
Very
lizard?
short. You hear it coming from somewhere. I am the very short lizard.
Oh! Okay. That's different.
Yeah. By the way, is Harper back or is he still stuck in that dimension? I just need to know.
No, Harper's back.
Yeah, Harper should
Yeah,
be back.
Harper. There's a with a flash.
Harper. Yeah, Harper was in a coma.
Yeah.
But she managed to bring back the
body.
Ace was in a coma, and then Harper was sent across realities
Yep.
and returned with Regs.
Yeah.
Yep. As there's a flash of light, and Harper is apparently on his feet now, and maybe just a few inches taller. And now he's floating, like he is literally flying.
Wow. That's kind of cool. Stop, everyone, just come on. I gotta get this thing on. But it's cool. Okay, fair.
Yeah, let's deal with the elephant in the room, and then we'll figure out all our new powers later.
Yeah, what?
Dark Matter's rubbing his temples like, I don't got time for this, uncle, cousin, whatever. I have a child now, please!
Thank you, Mag, for suggesting we all take a sip of water. I just finished mine.
Wow.
Alright.
I imagine Rags just like, you have a child?
Yep.
just like, I have a child now, I don't need to deal with this right now.
And
Alright. Well, what do you need me to do?
Yep.
Baxter's just like, okay, the two gods deal with the one god, and I slap this on the bad one. Thesis will shaking the trinket a little bit. It's
Okay.
weird.
It's
Looks like a little.
mildly broken, but like it might work. It might.
No, it's a different. He basically pulled
Oh.
parts out of the big needle.
Oh, okay. You didn't tell me
It's smaller.
that.
Well, I kept saying it was a small contraption he was holding in his hand.
Okay.
The machine is really large.
Yeah, the
You couldn't
machine is
hold it.
is like not gonna function for this.
Yeah. He's basically made this new little contraption out of what he could find real fast. And he,
Got it.
by his super, like, overclocked mind into his... He's pretty damn sure it's gonna work. Like, at least 99% sure.
Yep. Yeah. And
So,
Harper is now flying straight at this like you can see like his body is shifting like through like there's an image of him, you know, like a slow-mo kind of like if you were to take a DSLR camera and kind of like do like a long exposure, you can see like that blur kind of effect, but you can see like image on image on image on image moving.
that's how he looks.
Yeah, he looks like that as he is literally phase shifting through time
Whoa.
towards this dark entity.
Calm down, Harper. Jesus.
He is using his new ability that he has called I had a name for it. What was it? Basically it's like teleport combined with banish. But like when he makes contact with this particular entity or any target within range, that target is banished for 5 minutes. It has the same effect as the regular banish that Liam used. But it's for 5
So
minutes
the
instead of...
banishment spell.
Yeah. And he also does knockback damage.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Matter just goes, come on, can we just... Uncle, come on.
Well, he's
What's
pushing
up
him.
with-
He's pushing him towards you. By the way,
Who?
Harper is flying straight at your direction with this guy in between you, and he's going to be pushing it towards you.
Mm-hmm. Dark Matter is just like readying his hands to grab Mr. Bad Boy again.
Yep.
Like, don't make me restrain you again. I'm gonna do it. This is a reason you're not invited to family gatherings anymore.
Shut up, Fuzzball.
I am your... I don't know what I am. Stop. Again, I'm better than you because I have a child. And that's why you're grumpy as hell.
And this entity gets slammed into. I'm gonna roll damage for Mr. Baxter. Not Baxter. Well, Baxter, you're not gonna take any damage because you're.
I'm over here.
Yeah, you're there. So, but I do need to do damage on Mr. Big Boy here. So that's. This is with advantage because he has grappled. Plus that. Nope. To do that. Plus his ability, which is that. Alright. And then I need to roll a disgusting amount of dice. 10d12 plus phase shift with strength, which is plus that. Lovely. Oh, and that's twice, so 60. What's 65 plus 75? Damage.
125, 135.
135 damage is coming towards Mr. Peter.
Yay.
Actually, what was the numbers again? 65 and 75?
Yep.
125, 135, 140, I believe.
140. Yeah, you've knocked him down to size. Just a little bit. He is looking a lot worse for wear.
This is a perfect chance for Dark Matter to try to grapple him with his hands. AK, he doesn't actually grapple him, he just
And
uses
he is
his might.
now, he collapses into your arms,
Oh,
Baxter, and give me just a few moments to set something up for you. Alright. If you look at screen, you have
I
5
can't
minutes.
look. 5 minutes to do what?
Do whatever you guys need to do. Before he wakes up.
He's knocked out, and Baxter quickly turns him over, and he goes, "Okay, this is time. This is time." Dark Matter uses his hands to hold him down, and Baxter lifts up the machine and aims right to his spinal cord. He goes, "Okay, this is probably gonna hurt him, but like, whatever." Stabs his machine into the back and turns it on.
Ooh.
And Owl thinks, "Yeah."
As this form starts emerging from the body, this like celestial being, and being sucked into the needle.
The back of the needle thing will launch a pillar of light as it activates and uses the power of 2 different gods.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a little more powerful than I actually planned, but that's good. That's an over. I underestimated how
As he
powerful.
is clawing at the ground, trying to get away as he's being sucked into this tip of the needle from the body.
One of Dark Matter's hands flicks him to push him into it. Just get in there. You're not invited to the family bar mitzvah.
Is there any way for basically Aurora's kind of going to look at her quote unquote children with a sad smile.
Yep.
And she will, if possible, fly or come out of Jess and basically make sure that Nova does not escape by basically, the eternal struggle, light and good in one small area or whatnot.
Oh.
She's going to look at Dark Matter as she does it and say,
a little confused. What are you doing?
right. Well, I'm sure at some point you'll be able to get me out of there, but... And she'll look around and say, Yep. She will say, you did well, my children, and may my gifts stay with you for the rest of your lives, she says, as she will grab everything and poof away.
What are you grabbing? I need to know.
The machine, Nova, basically she is going, she's basically unwriting herself, more or less.
From existence?
With the machine and Nova, yeah.
Okay, so you're doing time reversal.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright.
But she's hoping that the gifts will stay with the chosen ones.
Alright.
Thanks!
Yes.
Thanks!
I need everyone who is not Nova to roll a wisdom saving throw as your minds are being altered with temporal shenanigans.
Alright.
Well,
Rags has nothing to do...
With advantage, because you guys have, all this... You guys have experience with your powers, and she's letting you keep them. So I'm not gonna penalize you guys too much, but it's gonna be, rough.
What am I rolling? Sorry.
Right. Except for Rags, because Rags has nothing to do with the superpowers.
Exactly. Rags is excluded from this.
Yes. So what roll am I rolling?
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh God.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Yep.
Bad Baxter got a 23, and good Baxter got a 18.
Alright.
19 for Ace.
21 for Jess. Because I rolled as Jess, not as Queen Bee.
Alright, so...
Oh Lord, that was 12 for
21.
For Secret.
Alright, so Secret, I'm gonna message you privately.
Thank you.
All right, everyone else, what did you guys get? I know if here's the thing, if you guys get above the threshold was a 16, you guys get to keep your powers, but secret, you transform back.
Well, both Baxter brothers managed to roll above.
Yep.
I rolled a 21, so
Yep. Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, Jess got a 21.
Yep.
So Secret was the only one that, or rather, Ella's the only one who transformed.
Back. Yep.
Yep,
She's
back.
just lying there, and you're like, you hear this like agonizing, like, what sounds like a cat's tail being pulled.
Yep.
And then Ella's just lying there on the floor, on her hands and knees, just panting in a fetal position.
Hey, now that's not fair. Says.
I will message you something. Give me a moment.
By the way, Queen Bee also collapses onto the ground.
Baxter brothers' legs get a bit wobbly, but they manage to support each other by grabbing onto each other.
There we
I
go.
imagine by now Liam will probably actually arrive in the underhub with some basic medical equipment.
And Dr. S, being a medic, is here, of course. Oh, dear.
Yep. As the entire team
Well,
is sitting there.
Well, Ella is out.
Yep.
Just out.
Harper
and
is floating over Ella and says, "Oh, that's not good."
What happened to her powers? You guys were supposed to keep them.
I don't know what happened. Strange.
There's
I don't.
So I will say something, Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Aurora materializes. Well, like a wisp of energy appears in your hand, and there's a kind of like this like little vial of like purpley glowing essence. I'm about to message you.
Yeah. She just kind of smiles at it. She looks normal, but the snaky bits that were her hair are now lifeless and just kind of hanging there.
Yep.
Kind of vibing.
Yep.
She looks at she'll pant a bit and then look at Rags and say, "I think she foresaw that," she says, and she'll fly over to Ella.
Well,
Hold
please.
on, before you do that.
Yep.
Queen Bee, you see genuine concern on this dragon-like face. I mean, she doesn't have eye ridges, but you know, she attempts to do the I'm sure you've seen Shrek 2 and Puss in Boots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that look. You know, where he's, that look, looking straight up at you, Queen Bee.
Oh.
Yeah, she says, "Just give it a little bit of time, all right?" "Yo, Furballs," she says, turning to the Baxters.
They both turn at the same time.
Yes, that! Thank you! That's the
Uh,
look! That's the look!
she motions them over.
What is it?
"You have all of our powers on file, yeah?
Of course.
Turn this into something that'll give Secret her powers back." She'll hand her the vial and the little bit of energy.
Yep.
Do we have to? It's the only thing it's the least we can do. Fine. We'll be back.
All right.
Dark Matter says,
She
well,
nods.
Yeah.
well, this was just a thing that happened.
Baxters, I will let you know this is gonna take you until the next episode to finish.
Oh, of course.
Both of them just like, okay. What is the already done? What do you mean already done? I already figured out what we need to do. We're still kind of overclocked. Not for very long. We have about 5 minutes left before overclock dies down. Okay. But yeah, Dark Matter's just like looking at Rags, just like, well, that was wacky.
There's
You're
a
telling me, don't you need to go back to your own dimension?
There's not much happening there. Anyways, I'm technically everywhere. Remember, this is an avatar. He says we'll like kind of just.
Well, that's true. I mean, you were also drawn by the fact that there were superheroes here, right?
Yes, of course. It's a lot less, well, boring than watching random adventures taking out a really old guy again. I may lightly watch, he says while pulling out one of his watches.
Oh, are you watching that group?
I'm watching everything.
Of course you are.
Even when I have a literal little kid running around, I still have time to watch. It's like a TV show.
Hey, but you have a little kid helping you?
Well, not really helping me.
Can everyone roll a dexterity saving throw, please?
And that's everybody?
Everyone who's in the room and not floating.
Does that include Secret? Because she's knocked out right at the moment.
Yep.
Do we know what's happening with that's triggering this?
I just messaged Liam. If Liam would like to tell everyone, that's up to him.
Oh, well. Ella got a 27.
I'm just trying to decide if this is important enough for me to flash of genius. Survey says yes. If it's a dex save, that's pretty bad.
I will message you the same message.
Oh, really?
Well,
more temporal shenanigans.
Dark Matter, because I guess he counts, rolled an 18, but it doesn't really matter. It's his avatar. So.
All right, hold on. I'm looking for Pi. Where are you?
I don't think it helped. I mean, I'm gonna rule that I used it because I said I was going to anyway. Yeah. But even with the bonus, I rolled a total of I rolled a total of 11. So,
right. So yeah,
I'm reading my HUD. I'm like clicking my goggles and reading my HUD. I'm like, oh, and then I'm standing.
There we go.
And the ground is shaking below you. It's
okay. Ella had a Oh Lord. Yep. Ella had a high number. It's just.
All right.
Ella had a 27 and Rags had a 21.
All right.
I rolled a 19.
Yep. For those of you who rolled anything below a 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're shaken and knocked off balance as a fissure opens up. It like there's a crack in the floor as it opens up, and you see just bright light.
What is that?
For those of you who are able to, who know what this is,
would probably be Rags.
Rags.
It
is a temporal fissure.
What is that?
Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear!
Timelines are splitting hairs and fraying. If not sealed, you're and Rags, you know this. If not sealed from what you've learned, this universe could collapse in on itself.
Darkman goes, oh dear, does anyone have a reality?
Have a what?
A reality needle. Most gods of reality have some form of them. A reality needle, Dark Matter says, kind of frustrated looking. It keeps these things at bay.
You know what it is? It's because at least two of us, pointing to Dark Matter, and myself, come from a different reality. That's why this is happening.
I've been over realities. This never happens. This is probably something a little different.
Oh,
I'm not physically in Rome. If I was physically in Rome,
straight. The crack is forming and getting, like the tip of it is making its way to the park's central core.
You know what? I may have to get out.
That's going somewhere that's not supposed to be.
Dark Matter just goes, I may have to get Alchemist and tell him to
do something. You called? No, not right now, right now. Jesus.
How big is the
Fissure?
tear?
The tear, big enough that you can stick your 1 foot in, if you guys don't back up quickly enough.
The Baxter's already left, so.
Yeah, and it's splitting between you guys, so like, you guys are on either side of the hallway right now.
The Baxter's go, whoa, what the? Hey! I thought we were over with this.
There's this bright light and like cosmic energy just kind of swirling underneath you in this like void.
Blasted.
Liam's gonna try and run some code on his phone.
Yep.
As I attempt to use mending to see if it'll work.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Alright.
I knew someone was gonna try that.
Well,
While
I was like, that's exactly what Ace was thinking. He's like,
I will
I'm
let
gonna
you guys
just,
try.
I'm gonna touch the edge of the rift and cast mending and try to fix reality.
I would like to say while they're doing that, Jess is looking for a rope or string or something.
All right. I need you to roll a perception check, and yep, I need to know what you guys roll for those other two things.
Dark matter in his actual realm is sifting through a bunch of stuff, going, where? I know I have a needle somewhere. No. do not
19.
tell me.
Yep.
What do you get?
I got a dirty 20 for my
Okay.
perception.
Is that perception just for the two people that you were asking for, or is that
No, that's
perception
just
for
for
everyone?
just for
Okay.
Queen. So yeah,
Alright.
you find that there's a rope next to the forklift, on the back of the forklift.
Mm-hmm.
That is
She'll-
now lying on its side, by the way.
That's fine. She'll take the rope and tie it around her waist.
Yep. Harper is just standing there, kind of like floating above the void, and he looks down. Oh, that's definitely not good. And you see him
Yeah.
forming like a ball of energy in his hand, and then
Mm-hmm.
back
No,
to the two people who rolled their try to mend.
Mending.
What did you guys roll?
Should we just roll like spell attack?
Yep, spell attacks.
Spell attacks, okay.
Ooh, I only rolled a 12.
All right, and what did you roll, Liam?
An 18.
Combine. I'm trying to do that because you guys are working together. You're shy by 2 points, unfortunately. This crack grows a little larger, and now you can probably jump into said fissure. if you wanted to.
You chose to.
After a bit of time, Dark Matter pops back up holding this rather large sewing needle and goes, okay, I found it, but I'm not sure where the string is. I kind of need the string. But, he kind of thinks for a moment and is like reaching around. Okay, I have a very tiny spool of reality string. But I'm not a reality god, he quickly realizes. I've made my own little pocket dimension, and that's why I have this laying around. But,
Alright, if you're gonna try and sew reality back together, I need you to roll with disadvantage because you don't know how to do this.
yeah, like he has done it before. It's just, sewing a pocket dimension together is easier than sewing an entire reality together.
And it's gonna be. I'm not gonna make it.
Can
easy. Go ahead.
Can I use the help action, or is this?
Yeah, you can assist.
Yeah.
You would roll 1d20, and then add that assist modifier to his base score.
So just a flat 1d20?
Yep, one flat d20. But wait until he rolls first.
Okay.
Okay, I rolled a 24.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
19.
Damn.
You actually guys make it right on the dot.
Ooh. He
As
starts sewing it and going, okay, yeah, I know it's this way. Yeah. It's like sewing, but harder.
yeah, and Harper is now.
Don't
like,
forget
using
to,
this...
to loop off the end.
Yeah, I am.
Harper is literally like sealing it like a wound, like cauterizing this like fissure with like celestial energy from his hands. He's using like a miniature like sunbeam to kind of like seal the crack.
This is the biggest crack I've sealed, to be honest, he says.
Well,
It is
you know, it's not.
making its way dangerously. Like as you're sealing it, it is further progressing towards the core.
He quickly,
Oh!
like,
So this
Ah!
okay, so Ace is gonna do something a bit risky.
Go ahead.
I'd
Of
like
course
to
he
cast
is.
my warding bond on the core.
Oh, clever. What does that do exactly? It
So the good news is the core takes half damage if it takes damage.
Mhm.
The bad and it gets a +1 to AC and saving throws.
Okay.
The bad news is the damage that it resists, I have to soak.
Ah. Okay. Well.
So hopefully I have time to cast Cure Wounds on myself before this thing hits the core.
All right.
Dark
So.
hands the pinch.
I think we lost a queen bee.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yep, we lost the queen bee.
All right.
we
So
go.
what's the DC that that you...
Oh,
I basically, for what I'm doing, I just have to touch the core and I put the warding bond on it.
Okay, so you have to get to the core. But I have
Well,
your-
true.
I have your
Yeah.
DC here because you're not like near the core. You can't.
Ah, fair enough. Fair enough.
But the crack is making its way toward the core.
Dark Matter goes, come on! I am sewing slightly faster than it's cracking, but then it gets a random burst of speed, he says.
I
He's like-
don't. I think I think part of it is because there are people here that are not supposed to be here.
Well, fair, but I'm trying to help. There's a difference.
As he holds up the
Yes.
needle and just sews again.
Like he's sewing, and it's like, thank God I have plenty of thread. Like it's just, I said this is a little bit of thread, but this is a little bit of thread to managing a few years. Luckily,
Right,
this is
right,
good enough
right.
for this one moment.
She then walks up to Blip.
Yep. Blip is still like solar beaming his way behind Dark Matter. He's floating, by the way, kind of like hovering.
Blip, you know where you got those powers?
No, but I'm trying to use them for good. Give me just a few moments. I'm trying to concentrate. As he's like, you see the beam just kind of like shift a little bit off and create another fissure. Crack.
Oh God, it's getting worse. Are you make the blip?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He says as he like refocuses his concentration because it's a concentration spell he's using. Are you messaging me something, Trish?
I think I am.
Alright. See what you're saying.
I haven't done it yet.
Alright, I'm just pulling you up so I can see what you're...
Oops.
Hello?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, we can
Yep.
hear you. We're trying to fix a fissure in time and space.
Yep. She, depending on the size, she is going to shrink down and, well, she's going to tie herself off to something and then she's going to try and fly through it
I may
with
have
the
to.
rope attached.
Dark Matter goes, I'm sewing this. Why would you want to jump in?
Because she wants to see where this thing goes.
I may have
Of
to
course
call
she
my-
does.
I may have to call my friend of reality from a different world to go and sew this better than I.
Alright, as you jump in, there's a flash of light. You wake up in a, yes, I'm gonna do this to you, Katie.
It's fine.
You wake up and you're on a bed of grass, or is this moss? I don't know. And everything looks really big. Like oversized big.
Oh
And
dear.
you look down and you're wearing some kind of weird looking... Is this some kind of black dress or something? You don't know.
Oh, well, yeah. Wow, I'm talking faster than I normally do. Well, I'm sure that'll be fine. It's yeah, I can probably find my way back home. Let's see. And she will fly off.
Yep. As you're flying through a forest.
I have poked you, Blip.
Yeah, let me check. Yep. I thought so.
Yep.
Mhm. Yeah. If anyone's wondering, Blip's eyes are the slightest pale of blue. It is very faint. Like if you didn't look close enough at his eyes, which are blinding white.
Okay, now
wouldn't
where
notice
did
it.
where did the flying one go?
She jumped into the crack.
Oh no.
And
As you
Harper
do.
realizes, he says, if we're gonna seal this thing, we're gonna have to do it quickly. It's getting dangerously close to that core up there.
Okay, well, let's try
Yeah.
something. Can you stop trying to steal behind me? The crack will steal itself. It's like broken. It's like a broken part of your skin. It gets sewed up and it repairs itself. You don't need to cauterize the damn thing. I think you're just making it worse.
He says, well, we have a friend down there. We're gonna have to keep the wound open a little bit so we can retrieve her.
Don't worry, I think I already touched her with my hand, meaning I have connection to her, as I touch everyone. It's my main thing. I am a god of death that can link to souls.
Hey, you're not the only one that can link the souls.
Yes. Everyone, I can, you can, everyone can. It's
No.
fine.
No, I can't. I can identify your soul, but I can't
Sarcasm.
exactly link to the soul.
He says sarcasm. Anyway.
At this
Yes.
point, from all this talking, Harper breaks concentration and his eyes return to normal.
Okay.
And the beam goes away.
He goes, okay, I have an idea. He says, well, he sews on one end, but then quickly jumps to the front of it cracking and quickly sews that part, so now there's just only a single, hole left.
Yep. There's
And he
a
goes-
hole.
Like,
And it's
he
kind of
puts-
throbbing, like it's trying to
Yeah.
spread wider, but like it's struggling because he's trying to
He-
sew it shut.
He puts one sewing piece through it, but he doesn't fully close it, but he holds it so it can't crack
Yep.
any further.
There's
He's holding
a
it lightly
there-
closed.
yeah, the rope is going right through that hole.
Okay, can someone tug her back through or something? Because we're running out of time. And yes, I will shut this if I feel so.
Meanwhile, in the Fey dimension,
Yeah.
there is a fairy flying millions of miles a minute through the Feywilds. And then you feel something around your waist.
Huh. Now this
There-
is weird.
There's a rope tied to
Whoa.
your waist.
Now, question. She
Tug her
remembers being Jess, just out of curiosity.
Nope.
Yeah, she's just like, huh. And she'll untie it and fly off, eventually meeting a Succubus.
Alright.
God.
I mean, this is good for me because I can continue the story, so thank you.
You're
Oh
very
no!
welcome.
Wait a minute. We've lost somebody. That's
I
not
have a
fair.
plan. I have a plan.
The rope goes limp and goes, okay, I'm sealing this. Like, Dark Matter just looks so done with it. Like, he has such a done with it face going, okay, I'm sealing this. I'm not risking having it grow.
And Harper says, but just
I
Stop.
have connections. I can see where she is if I so want to, and I'll show you. He says, well, looking. Oh, that's not good. Well, anyways, I know where she is, and I know what's going on now.
Yep. As the Fisher seals.
You're not gonna
Supposed
like
to,
that.
I wasn't
shaking
supposed to lose
stops.
any of you superheroes, especially not her.
Well, we know where she is now, and I can technically, open a portal if I ever have to. But first, let's seal this. He says one.
The shaking stops, and by the way, you guys managed to seal a rift that was creating a cat's, not a cat 6. What is it? 6.2 on the Richter scale.
Ooh.
Part of the part of the portion of the park where the core is, which is the northern part of the park, has been slightly damaged. Some of the new rides will need some maintenance.
The good thing with sealing one of these cracks is usually if you seal one, no more will form for a while. At least that's the point of the strings, to hold reality together. It's like a shield. Anyways,
Look. I've got to get back to my own lovely dimension. But my main thing was to make sure that all of you stayed together, that this was a superhero team, and we just lost one.
yes, that's all because curiosity on their end. Either way, hey, because my avatar doesn't actually really influence the world very much, I can actually stay around to be a little of service if I so want to, or I could just be a prick. Either way, he puts the needle away.
Well,
Why?
We're gonna have to go after your friend, or we could just wait for her to return it.
I don't think that the place that she's in is going to make her come back.
Fair. Well, it looks like she's in the mental mind of someone else.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
Look, he says while pulling out this little mirror thing that's like his larger mirror and showing it to her. What's going on?
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, it's really bad. Well, why else do you think I said that was bad?
Meanwhile, we are
Gosh.
going to cut into the mindscape of this fairy.
Well,
As
this
you
ought to be funny.
are
Oh dear.
standing
Oh
in
dear!
a white void with a... You look up and you notice that there's a giant underneath of a brain above you. Yes, I'm pulling this from a scene that I saw in a TV show called Lower Decks. And
Oh,
you look up
that's weird.
and there's a giant brain above you. And you are just standing there as Jess.
Huh. Well, apparently reality rifts lead you to brain rooms. That's fun.
And then there's a like this little sound of bells. Like tink, like tiny little bells getting closer and closer and closer. And you see what looks like a tiny little spark flying towards you.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, she'll tilt her head, and as it comes closer, she'll kind of, I guess, try and dodge out of the way because she doesn't know what this thing is.
As it
So
comes
if it,
range, you can barely make out that it... Is that... No. Roll me a Constitution saving throw. Your mind
Fair
is
enough.
reeling right now. Because you've never seen one of these before.
are you kidding me?
Uh-oh.
What did you roll?
9.
9!
Yep. You've
Nine,
never
nine,
seen this
nine.
before, and you think you're either dead or something happened to you back in another reality, and now this is basically what heaven looks like as you see a fairy coming straight at you.
It's approaching rapidly.
Yes, it's approaching rapidly.
Well,
Now you get to talk to yourself.
that's fun.
Facted.
She just kind of looks around and says, well, I suppose it was bound to happen one day.
As this
Wasn't expecting it
tiny
this soon.
little thing comes to a stop floating in front of your eyes.
Hi, you're big. Why are you... Oh, slow down. Slow down, why? Why would I slow down? I don't understand that. No, I need a moment to think. Why? Thinking's for weird people. Why?
Dark Matter's watching this and just going, I could show up now, but I want to watch this.
And actually, both, because you still have the mirror out, right?
Yeah, he's like huddled over.
Well,
Even Harper is like looking over your shoulder.
Well, no, it's Rags and Dark Matter who are looking at the mirror physically, and then someone looking over. Oh, this ought to be funny.
Yeah, like Dark Matter outstretches his hand and the mirror becomes large, so it's more like a TV, so they can just sit down.
And then they both sit down at popcorn.
Meanwhile, Jess is just like, oh, all right, I'm either dead or hallucinating, or maybe you did something stupid and now you're here. I do that all the time. That's a possibility, I suppose. What's with the brain? Oh, I don't know. Although when I touched it, I get a twinge in my skull. I'm not sure. Oh, that's what that was. Oh, great. I'm crazy. I mean, if you're crazy, I'm crazy, because I'm kind of here too. You're also a fictional being. Fictional? Who's fictional? She goes and slugs Jess.
Yep, I can see that. I can so see
Alright,
that.
Jess is gonna take 1d6 worth of bludgeoning damage
from herself.
Yep.
Basically.
Ah, you little son of a... Well, I mean, that you should not use language like that. What's your name, by the way? It's Jess. Right, Hess. You probably need to... I mean, I don't know. I mean, we really probably should be paying attention, because she just stop talking for like 10 seconds.
I love this so much.
Wait, hold on. And the fairy turns around and says, "Oh, okay, good. Well, we didn't hit a tree, so that's good. Wait, what do you mean tree? Yeah. We are that big world. What? Yeah, we're home. But it's well, we're kind of lost, but
Dark Matter looks at everyone else and goes, "Should I stop this before it gets out of hand?"
Let it go for a few more minutes. I want to see how this conversation turns out.
Okay, I will do this though. He stretches his hand a little bit, and nothing really happens visibly though.
Although I do feel really tired. What in the world? Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I can't help you there. She flies over and pats her on the head, but I gotta go. I see. There's something there. Wait, don't go. And she flies through the rift from the Feywild to the material plane.
Well, I think that's my call.
I think that is your cue.
Okay. All of a sudden, within the space, a clock appears in the non-existent wall. On the non-existent wall and starts ticking. And it slowly picks up speed. It starts spinning up, and then it breaks as black goo goes everywhere and dark.
Where is this happening? Like in the mind space?
Yeah, well, yeah, wherever our friend Queen Bee is.
Yep. So in this mind space, you're just standing there, and you just see this clock materialize off in the distance, and you just hear this ominous ticking growing faster and faster and faster than a crack. And then you see what looks like black goop rushing towards you like a wave.
And then it stops, and then Dark Matter pops out. Just...
Oh, DM, it's you. What's up?
Yep.
Good.
Rags is here.
Rags is holding the mirror on the other end.
Yeah, it looked like you were talking to...
Rags,
what
you can't interact with the mirror and talk through it. You can only see what they're doing.
Oh.
Dark Matter could drag you through, but that's work. But everyone just goes, well, anyways, it seems like you've met... what was her name? He snaps his... What? Neve? Yeah, Neve, yes. You met...
She can interact with Dark Matter, she just can't interact with the mirror.
That fire's still there. Now you're looking... Now there's two Dark Matters you see, one outside, and the one in the mirror.
Yep.
Neve. That sounds. She just shakes her head.
Want to come home.
I mean, in reality, I think that her memories of home are kind of fading along with her consciousness a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I think you being here is a little not good for your health. I am here to collect you back. So, let's do that, he says, while just kind of
All right.
pull...
Dark
Yeah.
Matter, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage because the reason why I say this is because something is preventing you from pulling her back. It's gonna be a rough struggle, and you're gonna have to sacrifice something of your own.
21.
All right. Message me something you would like to give. Dark Matter would like to give up that is important to him.
The only thing he really, really cares about is his precious son, and he would never. He's grown father and stinks over time.
I'm gonna DM you something. It's gonna be rough for you. I do apologize, but for narrative and plot, it's gonna have to happen. Where are you? There you are. There we go.
Hooray!
Okay, that's my response for that. Now
There we
this.
go.
No. Is this something he couldn't control?
Correct. You can't control this.
Dark Matter goes to pull, and all of a sudden he gets a horrible feeling. Goes, wait. He lets go. I'm not. He gets like a ping practically from one of his dudes and goes, It's Diver going, boss. What? There's something off with your son. What do you mean? What do you mean? What? He's kind of in between dimensions at the moment.
Queen
Are
just.
As you
Queen
look
looks.
to your left, Queen, and you see, I'll let Baxter describe.
I haven't fully figured him out, but he's he's definitely small. He looks slightly like Dark Matter, but also lightly different. Like he dresses in lighter clothing than he does, and he's practically just his face. You can't really see his face at the moment. He's just kind of on his knees at the moment. And Dark Matter goes, no, I can't. No, that's not fair.
Get out of here. I am good.
I have. It's
You don't. It's the life of a soldier. We give our lives for others. That's what we do.
Why couldn't it be Diver? I like Diver too. And Diver goes, what?
Just take him. Get out of here.
He kind of like looks at you for a moment and goes, at least I didn't make a deal about this. He says, well, taking his son and bringing him back to where he should be and just going, welp, Rags is gonna chew me out for this one.
As you pop through the mirror, and that mirror cracks.
I can make
that
another.
dimension is now broken until you make a new mirror.
Well, I'm gonna have to make a new one. He says, while throwing it aside, and it just disappears.
What happened?
I could not. If I pulled her out, I would lose my son.
Oh no, equal exchange. I forgot about that.
And I'm not doing that.
Well, then I have to go back.
Yes.
In
Well,
order to save the life of your friend, I have to go back. There's no other way around it. But I have to retrieve something from a friend. And she walks right up to Blip.
Blip just comes down, floats down to your level. His feet touch the floor. He holds out
Lip.
his hand.
Lip, the powers you have didn't come from what was inhabiting Queen Bee. They came from my goddess.
He looks at you and looks down at Rags, and his hands are like at his sides. He gets down on his knees, like one knee, because he wants to get at the level of Rags, and he holds out his arms. Wraps them, asks Rags kindly, if I may.
You won't have these abilities anymore, and I know you would like to have them.
And that's enough for him to hug Rags. And the powers flow out of him back into Rags. Well, they kind of just wisp off of him.
Yeah, they wisp off of him, and she accepts the hug.
Yep.
And whispers very quietly in his ears, "Hugs for the hug inclined. Now I'm off to save your friend."
Yep.
And I think I know where that particular person is.
Yep. And you notice that tears are kind of flowing down Harper's eyes for the first time.
Harper, you had nothing to do with this. My goddess was kind enough to give you powers to help you defeat that entity. It is not your fault.
He says, "I lost a close friend. Please,
And I will
bring
I
her
will-
back."
I will bring her back to the best of my ability.
Thank you.
But you must stay strong.
Yep. He basically
All right.
takes one of his his leather sleeves, and kind of wipes his eyes, and releases from the hug and says, "All right, go do what you need to do, Rags."
Right. Dark matter, make sure you keep an eye on this dimension as well. Cursatory, mind you.
Of course, he says, doing a little bow, but he looks a little stressed out at the moment.
And you have every right to be worried about your son. Again, it's not your fault either. I must adieu, goodbye, and make sure you fix that one. Points to Ella, who is still been knocked out.
Well, those two furry thing guys, the Baxters or whatever, are doing something. I could see they're doing, but whatever.
Yeah.
By the way, Ace,
Yeah.
are you up or are you down right now?
I believe I'm still up.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure. Yep.
I don't
Rag-
have many hit points
Rag-
left, but I'm still up.
Yeah, Rags does a very flourish bow for her midways. Behind her, a door with a blue door appears without a door frame. Oddly enough,
Mhm.
she sighs. She opens it. She walks through. The door disappears.
Well, there she goes. Well, your guy's stuck with me. Okay.
Harper is looking around, and he says, "Okay." Looks over at Ace, who's probably heavily wounded and rubbing his head.
Yeah.
He says, "You have a concussion. Sit there just a moment." He walks over to you. Doesn't float anymore.
Okay.
Walks over to you and lays a hand on you, gently on your forehead. It's a little tingy, it does have a little bit of pain. Yes, you do have a concussion. He says, "Hold still," and I'm gonna roll
Alright.
something for you. Give me a moment. 1d20 plus my heal is that. What? No, that's wrong. 1d that plus that equals regain 15 points of health.
Oh, rock on.
Yep. He is using basically not spare the dying. It's like cure heavy wounds basically. and the pain subsides.
Cool. Thank you.
After a few seconds, Olsen, you hear like a behind you. Blip.
Yep.
And you look behind you and you see both a Thunder and Bolt, the big and small guy.
Yep.
They have teleported in. They go, what do we miss?
A lot.
Turns around and says, yeah, what he said, pointing to Liam.
You know, you think about it for a moment. You realize that technically all of the showstoppers have everyone's powers built in them somehow. And you're looking at Thunder and Bolt as they are still kind of sparking after, well, electricity still bouncing off of them as they just teleported. What happened in here? We went to go get repaired. Thunder.
Sorry, Harper kind of like yawns a little bit because he had a lot of energy taken out of him.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, well, it's basically we kicked Peters, and yes, he's gonna do it. We kicked Peters' big, chunky, and we managed to win. Hopefully.
You see eventually Good Baxter walk in going, okay, I'm taking a break from... Oh, hi. What? Counting.
And
Anyways.
Harper says, took you long enough.
Well, Baxter's still working on the thing for, Fang.
He kind of looks at Harper, going like, you're a little less electricity than usual. He says, well, touching you and not getting zapped for once.
And he says, he looks down and he's like, maybe it's the suit, I don't know. I felt like I was possessed by a great and powerful being, but thanks to the, he looks around and is like, oh yeah, she had to go, her name was Rags, and I am forever in her debt.
Huh.
Darkman's like looking at Good Baxter. Good Baxter looks at him, and after a good moment, Good Baxter quickly looks away and goes,
Okay. Anyways. We're missing one.
Yeah, he says, pointing to Ella.
Ugh.
Good. I think Liam's here, right?
Yeah.
Physical.
Here, yep.
Good Baxter quickly looks and goes,
Oh yeah, my other
behalf said to you, points at Liam,
to go over to his workshop.
All right.
Yep. And Harper says, well, at least the good news is you guys have the parks all to yourselves now. Looking at the two Backstory brothers.
kind of. He looks over to Peter.
I'm not sure if he's dead.
Harper
Poke.
goes over and kind of like taps, like kind of like kicks the body a little bit, like gently. It just rocks back and forth. He's like, either that or he is in a coma.
Ugh.
Don't we have the doctor here?
Yeah, Dr. S is there going, oh dear.
I will
He looks
message
at
you, Docs.
But Good Baxter goes,
You know, guys, Peter wasn't so bad in the past. Probably the reason me and my other behalf is mad. More than just the things he did.
we were, how do I, not Peter, but Baxter thinks about it for a moment and goes,
Have I all told you guys that other me as well, when we were together as that Harley person, we technically lived here practically for a lot of our lives. Not all of our lives, but you know.
Baxter's just staring at Peter while saying this.
Yep.
All I could say is, Peter kind of, adopted us in a way. Well, did adopt us.
Just complete silence while like Baxter's doing this.
Yep. Check your DMs.
I see with my eyes that you have sent me a thing. Ah, see. Well, anyways, Dr. S, you can treat to his wounds and stuff. Oh, Dr. S just nods and pretty much grabs him.
Right, check
and
your
leaves.
DMs again when you get a moment.
I just
I'm
walked
so
away.
sorry.
Okay,
I'm giving you two options to do. So if you want him to have full capacity, that second option is what you do. But you're gonna have to
Either
work with
way.
Liam on that one.
Either way, I have to think of what to do with him. Either way. Ugh, my head. Liam, you should probably get going to my other half. He doesn't like waiting.
Yeah. I will head out.
You make your way to his workshop as you hear him working and maybe lightly kind of going, why is this so hard?
As you literally see formulas and papers like strewn all about, like a bunch of like schematics, like genetic schematics maybe, crumpled up in a trash can.
This, no. It was so easy before. I have to remake it.
You also see one of the showstoppers, the invisible one, not in as he is like messing around with what he made and like forth between like what he's making and what he has.
Baxter?
Oh, it's you! Phantom or Lewis or such.
Liam.
Liam, sorry. Either way, a little bit of scrambled brain. Well, I've gotten your messages.
He says, while wiggling around the little like panel thing he has on his wrist or on his arm.
And well, it's almost a coincidence. Well, it's not built perfectly, but well, I did have some project related to other places, I think. And if we really wanted, I could probably modify its function. It's behind those curtains over there.
He gestures to like something draped over and curtained.
What is this? I need to know.
It is.
DM me yet.
Yeah.
I'll sort of walk over and take a peek under.
It's you see this large machine. You see like a single arm and a body and like this large, almost cell phone tower-ish thing on its back. It's mostly made of smooth shapes, not fully Bad Baxter's brand. It seems It almost seems like a mixture between good and Bad brand, almost, of how it's built. But it seems
an interesting contraption.
It is. Well, its name is Project Broadcast, or at least we never gave it an actual name. It was supposed to be our centerpiece almost before the tower became the centerpiece. Didn't have time to finish it. This was supposed to be our penultimate defense. It is a glorious contraption, and I even have proof that it does function in theory and slight practice.
All right.
Best way to describe it, it was able to look into other realities and then very lightly. It's supposed to be able to be influenced and inspired by different things and people and turn that into an ability. Like, let's say it looked into a realm and seen a god that can move Earth. It now, for some period of time, can probably move Earth. Or attempt to, at least. And the plan was make it copy very strong beings. So it pretty much could blast anything away.
Sounds like a pretty powerful bot.
Yes, the only problem is we got paranoid and thought about Peter taking it over. Decided to hold the project off until the tower was finished.
Fair enough.
But it is, well, its AI is near completion. Its body is is pretty close to completion, actually. But I can probably edit and change its, abilities to more open portals than just look into world. With a little bit of editing. You do not know how hard it was to make it look into worlds.
Yeah. I was thinking about that myself, and I think I might be able to write some software that could allow interdimensional travel as well, but it's beyond my ability right now.
Thankfully, I can make it do both peering and teleporting, eventually. I would have to finish it. My counterpart would have to get over here, and we don't even fully... I said the AI is finished, kind of, but not really any personality or anything. It's just coding of function. You know, it can use its ability, but it's not like my others that actually can think. We need a very complicated AI. Practically just an actual person. And on contrary to what people think, our machines are similar to people, but they're not quite. Like, there is errors. They're just really good at hiding it.
Yeah.
Anyways, a lot of them are using, everyone's powers that actually influences their personality. If you paid attention to someone like Slots, he actually acts very similar to Ace, with a slight difference. Even Jin has a personality similar to Queen Bee, just a little darker. But I would need something to have an actual personality, like putting somebody into it.
Harper, there's a knock on, the lab door. Harper has Peter's body slung over his shoulder. He says, sorry guys to interrupt, but, what do you want me to do with this, pointing to the head of Peter?
I thought my counterpart dealt with that. What are you doing with Peter's body? Baxter actually takes it from me.
I was told by your snake fellow, Dr. S, sorry. It's been a long day. He wanted me to bring it to you for something called Project B.
Project B. Broadcast. Wait. He thinks about it. You know how much Baxter, especially Bad Baxter, hates Peter, but how he, picks up Peter from you is weirdly careful.
Yeah.
For him, at least. And he puts him down and goes, actually thinks about it. He's remembering how Peter used to be, and that actually wouldn't be a bad plan. Actually.
And also, I was told to give you this. He hands you kind of like it looks like some kind of pad or data pad. It is the mental readouts of, on it is the mental readouts of Peter's brainwaves. You notice there's 2 brainwaves that are marked as memories?
He quickly, examines them.
Do
I actually notice that too?
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Baxter's not trying to hide it.
Yeah. Let me copy this.
Ugh.
And here we go.
Well, we have to get rid of one. We have to get rid of that. He says, pointing, the obviously negative one. And just goes, if we keep that one, that would completely jeopardize everything.
Yeah.
But I'm not specific. This would take work, but I could do it. Technically, it's just writing a program, he says, kind of stretching his limbs a little bit. Of course, a very delicate program. With one mistake, there's no going back, but a program nonetheless. Anyways, I can make backups.
Evil.
Probably.
You notice something about the brainwaves.
Yeah.
Check your DMs. If you want to share that information, you're welcome to. You don't have to.
And Liam, I believe you could help me, probably my counterpart, to do this procedure. You obviously know programming just a tad more than we.
Yeah. Say that.
Of course, with our abilities of prediction and, well, calculation, and the powers of your extreme knowledge of programming, it probably wouldn't issue for us.
Well, Harper says, I'm gonna leave you guys to it. I have to get back to the tower and check on the rest of the team. I think Secret's making I told her to make something for us to eat, but what was it? Something with oh yeah, tuna fish.
What a...
She has way too
Now I
many
want tuna
cans-
bowl.
She has way too many cans of that stuff lying around in the
As
area.
predicted. Either way, I will try to doubly work on both of them, because they're both important. Come on, Liam, if you have time to spare, let's try and at least get this semi-done.
As you guys
From the
walk
looks
around
of
the
it,
corner
it's
and kind of have your own little mini scene for another 2 minutes.
Yay. Now
Yeah.
we need to first translate this, of course, our good friend here's mind into digital. That's not that hard. I've done it before.
He says real quickly, like, going over.
I did it for myself, kind of.
You haven't said anything. Sounds like you're trying to say something, Liam, but I can't tell.
Yeah.
yeah, just trying to think of stuff to say.
Fair.
While
He
you guys
rolls
are
over.
thinking, we're gonna switch over to Ace and Fang. You guys are whipping up a very mean.
No, is Fang awake at this point? Well, actually, is Ella awake? I mean,
Ella is awake, yes, but like
Okay.
she's groggy and just trying her best to like make like a I want you to roll a survival check
thank you.
because you are cooking tuna fish
Survival?
in the oven. Yes.
Oh god. That is a 5.
Ace, you smell smoke in the building, and the fire alarm has gone off.
Oh, I will go to the kitchen.
There's smoke billowing out of the kitchen area,
Oh god.
and poor Ella has now fallen asleep face first on the burner.
No,
no.
that
It's not
hurts.
on, right? I assume.
It's not on. It's not on. It's
Yeah.
just like the oven is on, but like the burners are not on.
I will
And
turn the oven off. Turn on a fan to like clear the kitchen for smoke.
Uh-huh.
yeah,
And
Okay.
I'll
the inside
Try
of
to-
the oven, like you can see the smoke billowing out of like black acrid smoke billowing out of the inside.
I
of the
will.
oven.
Can I use my assorted tools and such
Yes.
to just seal the oven for now? We'll deal with this later.
Yep.
I've turned it off. I've sealed it to contain the smoke hazard.
Dark matter is quite literally chilling on your couch.
Just
Yeah.
flipping through the various channels on the giant like 92-inch TV.
Like, what else could a entity of life and death could really do? Well, mainly death.
I'll attempt to shake Ella awake. Also, gently.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to roll a perception check. That is a dirty 20.
Yep.
Hey,
Huh? What?
You hear the beeper going off on the timer. It's like been
Ah!
5 minutes since
Oh,
it's
no!
come out of the oven.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
don't worry about it.
Eh,
I'll handle dinner. I think you need to take a break from stuff.
but I am nothing without my powers. And you see her kind of get smaller and kind of do this slink, like
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I don't think turning into a werewolf would have helped you with cooking dinner.
I think she more means that she's physically weak. Dark Matter just kind of randomly says in the background.
Are you still here?
Yes, I am. I am making sure you don't, I don't know, make another tear in reality or something. He says we'll flip more channels. Ugh, more dramas.
No, from what I can understand, Mr. Matter, Mr.
Dark
Dark.
Matter, call me what you want.
Okay. I got knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
We had a small dragon-like creature that is your friend named Rags?
Well, kind of. They're more of a friend, but friend by proxy.
Okay.
Rags is a correct name, yes.
And our friend Queen Bee just disappeared into a void.
Yes, and is now stuck into somebody's and yeah.
He comes over and sits next to Dark Matter.
Dark Matter's just lounging, like he has his arms on like the tops of like the
I honestly do not understand what the hey who is going on. It's a lot of weird stuff.
Do you think I know either? I've been watching all sorts of weird shit, but like this is probably okay, not the weirdest. I've seen worse. I've seen where the hell Carousel went, but like I've seen a lot of weird stuff.
And there's a flash of light, and Blip is on the transporter pad, and he walks over to the kitchen. He says, I guess
Hold on,
Steve's not done. He just opens
it'll
the
be a
cupboard,
while. I'm
pulls
gonna-
pulls out a bag of popcorn, throws it in the microwave, and just points his finger at the microwave, and it goes.
Don't worry, I'm gonna make something that will make dinner for us. He starts inventing a robot.
Of course he does.
Please name it Butler.
Yes.
Well, you guys are definitely more interesting than watching about 4 or 5 so adventurers organized from a robot, a jester that only I know what is when it comes to species, and he's trying to remember a guy in a suit that's and yeah, a lot, a fairy. Oh yeah, that fairy also. Yeah.
Wait, a fairy? You're joking.
No, actually, the
Harper
fairy's
said-
mind is
Harper
what your
says-
friend's stuck inside of. Actually,
Harper says, "Yeah, those definitely don't exist. It's literally the reason why they call them fairy tales."
they exist in a different realm. Come on, I exist. He says, well, like folding his legs a little bit.
And Harper comes after the microwave beeps and flips over with a giant bowl of like buttered popcorn in the middle of like literally in the middle of you guys. And if you said Dark Matter stretched out across the thing.
One of Dark Matter's shadow hands comes out of nowhere and yanks like a bowl, like a whole like handful of popcorn, and quickly like, sums it to his hand and just shoves it in his mouth. Home.
Harper, I mean, just like kind of like sits on like the lap, I guess, or the chest of Dark Matter, even though it doesn't matter.
What are you doing?
And he says, "I'm sitting." Sorry. He gets up and walks over to the other side of the couch and sits down. He
Okay,
says,
that was weird.
"So, what are you watching?" And he says, "Also, by the way, Mr. Matter, you are kind of an anomaly here, but I'm not going to bother with that right now."
Oh,
I'm still
I could
getting
do a
over-
lot worse. Hmm?
I'm still getting over the fact that we lost my best friend, and you kind of see his like voice falter a little bit.
She's kind of fine in the sense of, well, her mind is slightly fading, but as long as my influence is there slightly, I can keep at least I can archive a little bit of her. Meaning, if she completely forgets, I can just shove it back in her head.
That's reassuring, he says as he picks up the remote, flips to like one of the like local like news channels, And there's definitely something new on the news. I don't have the footage for it, but you hear the reporter say, "In other news, the conspiracy of aliens is actually been confirmed here in Florida, Orlando. We have just received word from a park goer that an alien attack in the parks may have occurred later this evening. We will have more information as this story unfolds." And then it cuts to a commercial break.
Oh dear. Do you think that's going to be bad for us?
Dark Matter shrugs.
There's like a 30-second ad break, and it says, "We interrupt this program to bring you more important news. The National Council for I don't have an acronym for this, but like the unidentified like UFO kind of people, protection investigative agency has declared that the entities that reside in the park that used to be our heroes are actually aliens from another dimension."
Now that's a theory. Anyways, I'm bored. Watch this. Like, you see, like, the reporter's, like, little coffee cup, like, on the thing.
Floating around.
No, it doesn't, like, float, but he shoves it aside a little. Just, like, you can tell he's doing it because he moves his hand a little.
Yeah. And in other news, a kid has fallen off his bike and is currently being tended to by his mother, who is a hero today. And we'll be right back after we have more news on this story. And at this point, the coffee cup is all the way on the other side of the desk, and he says, "Joan, can you please get me my coffee?" And then the feed cuts.
I'm gonna have a lot of fun here. Unlike everywhere else I've been, and this kind of stuff, gestures to himself, is not normal.
But it was obvious, Mr. Madden. We still need to find our friend.
Well, I know. Well, again, we know where your friend is. We just have to get there, or wait until Rags does something.
Yep.
Well-
And Katie, you're still in the mine, just wandering around. This like open void.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure at this point she's kind of just summoned a chair or something
Uh-huh.
and a beer and is just like, eh.
You have since realized that you can manifest objects in this mindscape. Yep.
Yeah. And
the
she just
fairy
shouts up,
The fairy pops up next to you and says, "Seriously, beer and a chair?"
yeah, considering that, I'm probably gonna be here for a while, might as well get comfortable. Yeah, I suppose. But really, just, it smells, and I can smell it, and it's like, just don't. You're in my body, remember? Yeah, no, it's mine. It's always been No, it hasn't. Just
argument.
Don't get us killed. Yeah. Okay, whatever.
Meanwhile, outside, there's this is the sequence where, like, you can literally just pull up, like, kind of like a little hologram kind of thing in your mind of what the fairy sees through her eyes. And you're battling, apparently, some kind of, was it an orc or was it a,
ogre.
It was an ogre.
Yeah.
Ogre.
Yeah.
It was an ogre.
Giant green ogre.
Yeah, she smirks a bit and says, "I think I'll take it from here." What? Wait, what? No, don't. And the fairy straightens up, and she's now sitting in the chair.
Oh, so that's what happened.
I'm the captain now.
Oh, I love you. I so
Plot.
love you.
Lore and plot.
And then you hear the little rant
Yep.
Beautiful.
As
Mwah.
we
Master.
love it.
slowly fade to black. In that scene.
Oh,
Oh no, I'm
And
gonna
then
go.
Oh, okay.
we have a Ace in his lab.
Well, in the kitchen, actually.
Well, in the kitchen,
Kitchen lab.
you finished cooking what exactly?
I made a robot.
What was the
That's-
robot cooking?
We're gonna keep it simple for the first one, so it's mac and cheese.
oh, thank you.
TV dinner mac and cheese.
Pretty much, yeah. You're like,
Yeah.
let's start with something relatively basic here.
As the robot walks over and says, literally pulls out like some like TV dinner like tray tables, and puts them in front of everyone, and it is wearing a butler's suit.
Cute.
And it just sets these trays of steaming hot mac and cheese, each with toppings of your choice, guys.
Wow.
Harper's definitely has bacon bits and extra cheese on top.
Breadcrumbs on Aces.
Yep. For the
Popcorn.
popcorn on his.
No, it probably isn't there until he grabs popcorn and puts it in it for no
Yeah.
inherent reason.
And Liam.
Probably bacon bits.
Okay.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yep. And for Ella.
Ella, it's just plain.
Plain. All right.
Plain.
See Dark Bird like eating it, and like, this is good. He looks at everyone. He goes, I have a horrible idea. I know it tastes good because I've done it before. He says while he quickly like reaches into nothingness, pulls out a bag of something, and he just puts chocolate chips on it. This demented being, what are you doing? No! He puts chocolate chips and the popcorn on like the mac and cheese and eats it. And he looks like he's enjoying it.
And Harper says, "Hey, got any Old Bay in there?"
Let me look. Yes.
Pass the Old Bay, please. As he sprinkles Old Bay on top of his thing. And you guys are all just watching some kind of like movie or sitcom or... Actually, no. You were watching the news and then it switches... Harper switches it to a new TV show that just came out called Forged in Steel.
Oh, this.
And it's a apparently it's a reboot of a show that similar to a mecha show that we all know and love, anime. But it's a bunch of people similar to us, you know, sitting around a table playing a mecha RPG.
Well,
Maybe.
he goes,
Maybe.
neat. It almost makes me think about that tabletop stuff. You know, I think that who was? Oh yeah, some of my minions killers. He says killers, and I was like, what? My
Harper just like pauses the thing, looks at you, like with a very weird look, and then unpauses it and continues watching.
Oh, don't worry. Either way, it reminds me of they tried to do it once, but then Alchemist kind of ruined it by throwing one of his potions at the pieces and made the pieces real. Did someone say my name? Also, like freaking Alchemist starts clawing his way out of the couch, and Dark Ray goes, "No, back!" and just pushes him back. And
Back, down. Mine.
down, boy, down.
Yep. And then as the sun sets over the horizon outside the window behind the TV, that is where we are going to fade to black. As we all sit there enjoying our popcorn TV dinners and our chocolate encrusted mac and cheese and everything else. And
Well, now that was an episode.
thank you everyone for joining us on Heroes Core Worlds of Adventures.
That became
Season 1,
unhinged.
Episode 11. A Savage Downfall. And that was definitely a savage episode.
Damn.
Well, that got really chaotic real fast.
Yeah.
Didn't it though?
Crossovers, gods. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yes, Lemon. That was fun.
Yes.
And now everybody has met Neve's patron.
Yep.
Oh
Dark
God, thank you.
Wait, what?
Dark Matter is Neve's patron.
No,
No, Queen Bee is Neve's patron.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Queen Bee's
Oh, big
Neve's
reveal.
patron. Oh Lord, no.
No, it's cool. And Dark Matter is here now.
Meaning at some point, Bee breaks bad.
Oh gosh.
Oh no. Now you have something more for me to weave in there, don't you?
Neeving bad.
Weaving that. Yep.
Actually,
Yep.
there's a quick scene as we fade out of black, and on the TV during one of the trailers it says, "In a world where a fairy goes rogue, introducing the brand new epic series, Neeving Bad, coming soon to a dimension near you."
Big, we need a sparkle. Okay.
Oh.
As there's just a picture of Big just kind of like poking his head into frame, and he's like, "See you there." Black.
Well, my argument for that is whenever whenever Queen did some of the stuff as Aurora, some of Nova ended up in her, and she ended up turning evil-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Itch.
Well, I mean, she ends up becoming a fiend. So yeah.
All right. Well, let's do our quick sign outs.
But I want Queen Bee to come back.
No,
She might have some mental problems. It'll be a whole thing.
Yes.
You know, just freaking, wait till season 2. Well, we have a new her, a better her.
Yes, I am PA Kenny USA, AKRT Studios, your very upsetty spaghetti blip and Harper West. I'm gonna pass it over to our lovely hacker friend over there, who is probably in charge of production.
I am Evil Intent. I play Liam, and I might have to actually droid in for Realms. I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
I'm sorry to have to drag you in like that.
You're welcome.
Well, because
of the chaos that we created, my dear.
yeah, like
Okay.
Neve, like the whole crossover thing. Suddenly now I have ideas for characters that I was gonna use potentially in the future for Heroes Core, but with everything going on, I might be building a Warforged.
I'll have to talk to you about that one with you and Trish off screen, but yeah. Who do you want to pass it on to now?
I will pass it down to our lucky boy.
All right.
With the cat.
Luck is up.
With the
Luck
cat
is
in
not
his
a
arms.
Luck is
Luck-
a superpower.
Luck is not a superpower.
Yes.
I am Pi3, also known as Chris, and I played Diamond Ace.
Who was out for most of this particular episode.
Sorry.
Luck powered inventor. Nah, it was still fun. Don't worry about it. I will. Why don't we'll continue passing in a loop. So I'm going to give it to the Baxter brothers.
Oh, hello. It's me, Bad Baxter. Or what do you want to call me now? Well, indifferent Baxter. And I am Good Baxter. And we're both controlled by me. It's Gearbox. I also Dark Matter. It's awesome, I guess. I'm everywhere. I'm spreading.
Oh no, he's multiplying! Quick, run!
I
No, like
Tokus.
there's just a quick scene of like it's late in the evening. Harper wakes up. It's like, Dark Matter, you're oozing all over the carpet again. Dark Matter, wake up! Dark Matter. Never mind.
flooding the room. But yeah, I'm the funny man. Everyone's the funny man. honest, but like I'm the only person that calls himself the. That's how you know I'm really funny. But anyways, who's next? Me, me,
Nefimo.
Queenba.
Okay. Hi, I'm Katie Wynn. I played Jessie Rose, aka Queen Bee, aka the Queen of Roses, aka Neve Umberlane. By the way, that is her name in that dimension, is the Queen of Roses.
Oh Lord.
When is Bester gonna have a horrible like theory of like we have counterparts in different worlds?
And yeah, she is off now guiding herself. It's a weird thing.
And not so much guiding herself, but
This is
Wandering through
technically-
the Feywilds lost.
Technically, she is guiding herself. Technically, her Neve is her body, and the Queen of Roses is her brain.
oh boy.
Yep.
We're gonna have so many things to work through when we get to realms.
Which will be
Yeah, a
happening
little
next
bit.
week. And that's episode
and then
12, right?
No.
That's episode 11.
Yes.
All right.
Anyway, we now turn it back up to our depowered kitty.
Say quickly,
Yes.
shove a battery in her.
I played Ella Simone / Secret Fang, who due to a bad roll is now depowered. She's very unhappy about it. I also played Rags for just a little bit. Thank you for letting me play her.
welcome.
She did manage to get one good hit off on the bad guy and then hid because she doesn't want to get hit by somebody that can control that kind of power.
Mhm.
And I will, since I'm last, join us next week for Realms of Awakened Essence. There might be something interesting that happens with some of our players.
Oh.
Yes, I get to guide my toys around again.
Who is this lady? I feel like we have met her before.
Yes.
All right. Well, I am PAKUC, aka Harper West. And for those of you who are wondering, every Thursday, please go check out this lovely lady on their stream when they play Stardew Valley or another game. I'll let you take over.
I play 2 games, one on Tuesdays, one's on Thursdays. Thursdays, yes, it is Stardew Valley. On Tuesdays, I play Gaia's Melody, Echoed Melodies. So please join me on my channel, or rather, join me on my channel. But Rags will be playing these games.
Watch Rags, do it. It'd be funny. Do you like Rags?
Tuesday, I have no idea what this game is about. Yes, thank you, Lemon.
All right.
I just do a commercial. Did you like Rags? Do you want more Rags? Then I have news for you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time in the parks. Until then, it's really late for our heroes, and we should be park operations should be getting to work for closing up the parks for this evening. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
They,
Bye.